What's up, guys? Welcome to the line change. In this video, we're going to be going over Canucks Army's top 20 prospect rankings. Throughout the last few weeks, Dave Hall has been putting these up, 1 through 20, and then they recently posted the full list. So we're going to go over that. But before we do, I'm going to give a quick shout out and thank you to my sponsor, Gassy Jack Art, maker of that incredible art you see there behind me. And you guys can check them out yourselves at GassyJackArt.com. You can also find them on Instagram at GassyJackArt. So let's go ahead and dive right into the rankings. Good friend of the podcast and former guest on the podcast, David Cordrelli, is the one who put everything all together. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Coming in at number 20 is Ilya Savinov, a center/left winger. Savinov is a heavy-set, two-way responsible player who carries a 53.3% faceoff percentage through 322 KHL games, both regular season and playoffs, who came at the reasonable price of future considerations. Shooting up within Akbar's middle six, he's had seasons as high as 58.6%, which happened to be his longest season at 67 games played. He's known to be a relatively smart player and is a huge contributor to his team's penalty kill. Despite his towering size, he still manages to move the ice with relative ease and shows dependable hands in tight situations. And judging by the 13 goals he scored in the KHL this past season, the game plan feels as easy as put him in front of the net and he'll do the rest. Coming in at number 19 is Aku Koskinen, goaltender. Koskinen fits the same profile that most of the goaltenders the Canucks have drafted under the watchful eye of Ian Clark, including Ty Young. He's big, he's got long limbs and solid mobility, and comes with plenty of raw tools. Koskinen will follow in the footsteps of fellow prospect goaltender Ty Young when he joins the ECHL's Kalamazoo Wings next season. Young absolutely ran with that opportunity and is set to be a main piece of the Abbotsford Canucks' plans next season. As a result, can Koskinen do the same with the chances he'll be given in Kalamazoo? Coming in at 18 is Parker Alkos, a right-handed defenseman. At 6'3", Alkos brings a compelling mix of size and skating to the ice, judging by his second half of the 2024-25, along with his performance at this year's development camp. His game is steadily growing, while still very much a raw talent. Alkos' steady improvements in the Western Hockey League keep him firmly in the conversation as a prospect to follow closely. Alkos has made notable strides in his third WHL season with the Oil Kings, cementing his role as a reliable top-four defenseman. After starting 2024-25 on the third pairing, he earned the trust of his coaches, eventually landing close to 20 minutes per game, with several games eclipsing that mark. His expanded role included significant time on the penalty kill and was even tasked to run the power play on occasion. Heading into his third official season in the Western League, Alkos is expected to continue that same deployment within the Oil Kings' top four. Coming in at number 17 is Wilson Bjork, a center. His motor always seems to be on, and he plays the game with a bit of an edge. Despite being a smaller set forward, he doesn't shy away from going to the hard areas of the ice and fighting for possession. While his shot lacks elite power, he compensates with a fearless drive to the net. Scoring many of his goals from close to mid-range, his high-energy style makes him a constant threat, whether he's setting up teammates with precise passes or fighting for position in the slot. If there's any one area that's going to carry his point production to the next level, however, it's his playmaking ability. There was a knock on his game. It's his slight 165-pound frame, which is a notable weakness. He'll need to add significant muscle to handle the physicality and the size of North American professional hockey. Coming in at number 16 is Henri Ravinskis, a right winger, undrafted but signed as a free agent earlier this spring. This right shot forward has carved a unique path through his young hockey career. He eventually caught the Canucks' attention with his physicality, relentless work ethic, and untapped potential. Ravinski's game is built on his imposing frame and relentless energy. At 6'3" and 201 pounds, he commands attention, using his size to dominate along the boards and protect the puck with his long reach. And although not elite, His skating is strong for a player of his size, characterized by powerful strides and surprising agility that enable him to make quick cuts or burst up the ice. Coming in at number 15 is Josh Bloom, a left winger. What has stood out to us with his game is how he generates his production. He's a relentless competitor who thrives in the gritty areas, digging for pucks and battling at the net front to create scoring chances. While his power play work on the half wall highlights a quick, accurate shot that could beat ECHL netminders, it's always his hustle that stands out as his true calling. At the ECHL level, Bloom's speed is a significant asset. It allowed him to exploit defenders in transition, win foot races, and generate breakaways. His ability to combine agility with a never-quit attitude makes him a constant threat, whether he's crashing the net or chasing down loose pucks. Can he translate that to consistent production at the AHL level in 2025-26? Time will tell, but even when he hasn't cracked meaningful minutes in Abbotsford, his hustle is always one thing you can count on. Coming in at number 14 is Kieran Durbin, a center. Although his offensive upside may come slightly lower than some third-round products, the Ontario native's unique development path and flashes of two-way potential make him an intriguing addition to Vancouver's prospect pool. Despite some growing pains, Durbin's strengths offer plenty of optimism. At 6'1", 183 pounds, he has a solid frame for a young and developing center, with room to add strength as he matures. His offensive game, while not elite, shows promise through smart positioning and playmaking in the attacking zone. He creates chances with quick passes and has a knack for finding open ice. Though his finishing needs refinement, from time to time he would show flashes of soft hands mixed with power elements to make for some excellent bursts. Coming in at number 13 is Danila Klimovic, a right winger. With 4 years of Abbotsford hockey now under his belt, the 6'2", 203-pound right shot forward enjoys a slight turnaround to revitalize his prospect status. With a breakout 2024-25 season, previously on a downward trajectory due to limited minutes, he thrived with a larger role under new head coach Manny Malhotra, posting career highs across the board: 25 goals, 13 assists, and 38 points in 66 games, along with 178 shots and 59 penalty minutes. However, fighting for a spot in and out of the lineup reflects his ongoing challenges in earning consistent trust from coaches, a hurdle he continues to face. Regardless of the coach behind the bench, when at his best, however, Klimovic's pure scoring ability is what sets him apart from the pack. His potent slapshot combines power and precision, making him a constant threat both off the rush and from his office on the half wall. Coming in at number 12 is Riley Patterson, a center/right winger. Despite a slight dip in production, Riley Patterson's responsible 200-foot game, crafty offensive instincts, and gritty net front presence make him a prospect with a strong foundation and middle six NHL potential. Despite the modest numbers, he remained a key offensive contributor while playing top 6 minutes, anchoring the top penalty kill unit and logging significant power play time. Versatility is Patterson's hallmark. Comfortable at both center and right wing, he took on the majority of Barrie's defensive zone and special team faceoffs, hovering around a 51% win rate in 2024-25. Coming in at number 11 is Anthony Romani, a right winger. Romani is a lethal threat in the offensive zone, utilizing an incredible release to beat the netminder with ease. He understands how to leverage his space and manipulate screens and netminder before finding small spots in the corners. He's an incredible catch-and-release shooter and has a knack for changing things up and finishing in a variety of ways. His tools aren't one-dimensional either. Beyond his shot, he's an intelligent playmaker who sees the ice well, using give-and-goes and quick reads to navigate the offensive zone. With his opposition forced to respect his shot, he opens up lanes by selling a shot before threading a quick cross-crease feed across the ice. Coming in at number 10 is Vilmer Ulriksson, a left winger. At 6'6" and 234 pounds, he's a towering presence, using his long reach and strength to dominate board battles and protect the puck. His soft hands allow him to weave through traffic, creating space for himself and teammates with deft moves that belie his massive frame. While not a dynamic scorer, he's a dual threat forward, capable of finishing from distance or in tight, with most goals coming around the net. Although his game could use some more edge, his physical frame stands out each shift. His hits and one-on-one battles make him a force, and his board work is among the best in Vancouver's prospect pool. Canucks fans familiar with the value of strong board play will appreciate his ability to win puck battles and maintain possession. Coming in at number 9 is Ty Young, goaltender. Young spent most of his time this past season in the ECHL with the Kalamazoo Wings. There he amassed a .926 save percentage through 22 ECHL games, the highest save percentage of any goaltender in the Canucks' organization. He also spent some time with AHL Abbotsford, where he put up similarly impressive results, posting a .904 save percentage through 11 games as one of the youngest players, no pun intended, to suit up for the AHL games. Young fits the mold of goalies teams draft when they have Ian Clark in their ear. He's big, mobile, and hungry to improve on some very promising raw talent. Young naturally seals off the bottom of the net very well and has improved plenty on his crease navigation and post-integration. The big question now is, how will he follow up on a phenomenal rookie campaign? Coming in at number 8 is Ty Mueller, a center. His game isn't flashy. Instead, it's a Swiss Army knife type capable of playing heavy minutes in any situation. While his 39 points don't scream offensive dynamo, his production is steady with points coming from smart plays and hard work in tight areas. Mueller finished tied for third on the team with 39 points, 12 goals, 27 assists in 64 games, second with a plus 15 rating, and maintained a 52% faceoff win rate. By season's end, he added a 2024-25 AHL All-Star Game appearance, Abbotsford's Unsung Hero Award, and a Calder Cup to his resume. Not bad. Coming in at number 7 is Sawyer Minio, a left-handed defenseman. Thought to be drafted as a top-notch penalty killer, it's clear that the added responsibility and ice time have brought out budding offensive potential. Thanks to his plus-rated skating, he navigates the ice with incredible ease and can transport the puck to kickstart plays up the ice. One of his best tools in his offensive toolkit is his booming shot, which he can unleash with a heavy one-timer or quick and accurate snapshot. That one-timer has become a staple of Minio's game and a weapon that should translate as he grows. Coming in at number 6 is Archdeep Bains, left winger. His skating, although not elite, is strong enough to compete at the AHL level, enabling him to win out battles, beat out defenders, and contribute in all situations. Bains' leadership shines through in his ability to elevate line mates and provide a necessary spark when his team needs it. Whether that's the penalty kill, power play, or critical moments, he's a go-to option in every sense for the affiliated Canucks. The big question now is whether he can do that at the NHL level, or is he a classic tweener who falls somewhere in the middle? Coming in at number 5 is Kirill Kudryavtsev, a left-handed defenseman. At 5'11", 200 pounds, Kudryavtsev is stocky, but his sub-6-foot frame remains a point of scrutiny for his NHL aspirations. Still, he's answered doubters with an exceptional stick work and hockey sense through the regular season and 5 hard-fought playoff matchups. Though not the most physical player, he utilizes an incredibly active stick in the defensive end to pressure opponents, forcing turnovers and untimely mistakes. Whether clogging up lanes, swiping pucks aside, or just playing it in the general vicinity of the player, his work with his stick is a masterclass. Offensively, Kudryavtsev displays excellent vision, utilizing his accurate stretch pass to quickly move the puck up and create scoring opportunities for his teammates. He confidently executes give-and-go plays in the offensive zone and displays a unique poise when connecting with these plays. Coming in at number 4 is Alexei Medvedev, goaltender. Medvedev now has a clear path to being, quote-unquote, the guy on what's sure to be a dominant London Knights team in the OHL. This past year, his first in the OHL, Medvedev split starts and wasn't used in playoff games as London captured their second straight OHL championship and added a Memorial Cup championship as well. That team is going to be great once again, and Medvedev is going to be the one backstopping them to wins. Medvedev has all the tools to be an elite NHL netminder and brings an intriguing blend of natural traits and abilities along with some structure that should only improve as he gains more and more experience. Coming in at number 3 is Braden Coots, center. The Sherwood Park native's relentless compete level, two-way acumen, and leadership make him an instant standout, with the Canucks banking on his ability to develop into a steady top 6 NHL pivot, despite the Thunderbirds' middling seasons, finishing in the bottom 6 in goals scored and just squeaking into the final playoff position. Coots' return would see him produce 63 points, 26 goals, 37 assists, in 60 games to finish at over a point per game pace on a team with limited offensive support. If surrounded by a better cast, we do believe that there is more to his offensive game than his draft -1 season indicates. Offensive numbers aside, the real intrigue in his game comes in the details of his all-around profile. Coots' game is defined by a hate-to-play, love-to-have mentality. His relentless motor drives a ferocious forecheck, hounding puck carriers, disrupting breakouts, and winning battles in corners and along the boards. Coming in at number 2 is Jonathan Lekkerimaki, right winger. This past season, Canucks fans finally got a glimpse of Lekkerimaki on North American ice after patiently waiting for him to develop overseas. While his rookie campaign showed flashes of brilliance, it also highlighted areas for growth. Despite missing time throughout the campaign due to injuries and promotions to Vancouver, Lekkerimaki thrived in the AHL with the Abbotsford Canucks. In just 36 games, he scored 19 goals, 7th highest among AHL rookies, averaging over half a goal per game at 53%, while ranking 3rd on his team on goals. Among that list of rookies ahead of him, he finished 2nd with that 53% goals per game clip. Meanwhile, his 121 shots on goal translated to a 15.7% shooting percentage. Known for his lethal perimeter shot, Lekkerimaki proved he's more than a one-trick pony. He scored from distance with his trademark release, battled at the net front for deflections and tap-ins, and showed a willingness to mix it up in the gritty areas despite his slight frame. And lastly, coming in at number 1 is Tom Wielander, a right-handed defenseman. Wielander logged heavy minutes in all situations, averaging roughly 23 minutes per game. He was BU's second most utilized skater on the penalty kill and 3rd overall, often anchoring the second defensive pairing while facing opponents' as top lines. Those minutes, he helped his team go on a deep run, which included some big wins along the way. His offensive output, 24 points, 2 goals, 22 assists in 39 games, nearly matched his freshman year's total to maintain solid consistency, but his overall game took a significant leap forward. Now heading to his rookie professional season, he brings an elite level of skating ability. No matter which zone, he navigates the ice with tremendous ease and is now instantly considered one of the team's, whether that's Vancouver or Abbotsford, best skaters. While his offensive game may not translate to a heavy point producing defender, his elite shutdown prowess and ability to kill penalties will be a major contributor to Vancouver's future. So there you have it, the top 20 prospects rankings for the Vancouver Canucks, obviously listed and done by Canucks Army, in particular Dave Hall. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this. And as always, if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date on all your Vancouver Canucks content, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. You can find and interact with us on social media. Find us on Facebook. Just search The Line Change to find our Facebook page. Find us on Instagram at The Line Change. You can find us on X at Line Change Van. You can find us on TikTok at the TLC Podcast. And feel free to give us a follow on all of our social media platforms. If you prefer an audio version of this podcast, find us on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. On Spotify, feel free to give us a follow as well as rate and review us. This is, of course, greatly appreciated. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, let's go Canucks. And I'll see you guys in the next video.